Hey everyone, it is Tuesday. Hope your day is going great. We are reading through Jesus' promises and instructions to his disciples from his last night with them, that Thursday night in the upper room before Jesus' arrest and execution. So today, let's look at John 15:12-16. Jesus says this, "My command is this, love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends if you do what I command. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I've called you friends. For everything that I learned from my Father, I have made known to you. You didn't choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go forth and bear fruit, fruit that will last." Wow, there are so many great truths in those few verses. Let's just think about two of them. Jesus has told his disciples several times to love one another. But then he gives an example of great love, laying down your own life. It's one thing to express love. It's one thing to write, "I love you." But to be willing to die for someone is the greatest expression of true agape, that Greek word that's translated as sacrificial, giving love. Jesus knew that he was about to do exactly that. He was about to lay down his life for the salvation of his friends, his disciples, and for you, and for me, and for the world. The other great truth here is when Jesus says, "No longer do I call you my servants or my slaves." The word there in Greek is doulos, which actually means a slave. "No longer do I call you my servants or my slaves. I call you my friends." Now, there was no shame. In fact, there was great honor in being called a servant of God or a slave of God. That title, servant or slave of God, was given to Moses, to Joshua, to David. They were all called servants or slaves of God. But Jesus calls his disciples friends. In the ancient world, there was a special title given to a very few people, friend of the king. It was higher than any other title of general or courtier. Very few people held the title friend of the king. But Jesus calls his disciples and us his friends. We are friends of Jesus. We are friends of the King. We are friends of God. And God is good all the time. Hey, join us tomorrow morning in our parking lot for our Holy Week breakfast. Our guest speaker tomorrow morning is the great Jeff Janes from Restore Hope. Hope to see you there.